What is up, guys? North Digital Assets coming at you with another video. In this video, we're going to cover Bitcoin, the king of all cryptocurrency, and it runs the market. And we're going to cover a couple things that are pretty cool that we are seeing. We are seeing that Bitcoin is not going up because people are selling other coins and dumping it into Bitcoin, that the whole market has moved up. We're going to take a look at that. We're going to look at the Bitcoin chart. If you are a fan of cryptocurrency and you're looking to make seven figures with me over the coming months and years, click subscribe down here in the bottom right hand corner. Click subscribe, smash up the like button below, and let's dive into the Bitcoin chart here. Like I've been saying the whole time, this is my drawing that we've been talking about. And as you can see here in the last bull run, until we got that fifth wave, there was no bear market. Until we got that fifth wave, the Elliott wave theory, there was the bear market. So when you're looking at this here, what we have currently going on starting around December 2018, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, then you get the bear market over here, okay? So extended cycles. This cycle is going to end up being a little bit shorter than this cycle. This one's going to be a little wider, I think. So the bear market might be a little farther out here. But at any rate here, the bear market is over here, in my opinion, after the fifth wave, and I've been saying that this whole time. So if we zoom in here, zoom in, little messy because we're trying to figure out a pattern here for a while now. But for example, like I just said, wave 4 is down, okay? This starting April 21, where Bitcoin went from 64,000 down to 28,000. This is not the bear market that everyone was calling. Everyone knows, everyone's an expert on crypto. Everyone's an expert on technical analysis on Twitter. Blah, 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 blah. There was lots of people calling that a bear market. Well, what happened? It wasn't, because it went up to 69 and actually created a higher high than the 64, and it went up here, okay? That clearly wasn't the bear market. That was in the blue letters here that you can barely see. That was the A, then the B up, then the C, and we're looking to get that running flat now to get that fifth wave, okay? So that wasn't the bear market. And that wasn't the bear market, okay? Another good thing that just happened, we have to take a look at this right now. We have to go to the monthly and reset the chart and take a look here after the close last night, okay? After the close last night, what we wanted to see, the first green month, okay? So let's zoom back out a little bit. Okay, so take a look here. You had your top here, and then you had 3 reds in a row, and then you printed your first green after 3 months of red in a row. Well, what did we just do? 3 months of red in a row. It needed to close above 37,000 last night, and look what it did. It did right in time, above the green line, which is the 20 EMA, closed up here, and it is a green. We closed, okay? Now, let's go back to the weekly here. Boom. I'll show you something else here. What we've been forming this whole time, this is just more confluence, more something to point out for you here. So during this whole time, I have this trend line dropped in here, and this is the 28,000 Bitcoin in summer, and this is the 32 that we went to recently. You can see, obviously, this is an upward trend. The angle of this line is up, but what do we have down here? What do we have down here? On the weekly RSI here, we have it going down. What is this? This is a hidden bullish divergence, which gives us a probability to continue to the upside. Well, we do have wave 5 anyways for continuation to the upside, but this is just more confluence. When your price is still moving up and you're creating lows with a higher lows here, and yet your RSI has been going down this whole time that this line has been going up. Hidden bullish divergence, probability to the upside. Just something else for confluence there. And let's see here. What else do we want to point out? So if you haven't been following this drawing for a while, so typically with the 5 waves, wave 1 is up, wave 2 is down, wave 3 up, wave 4 down, and then wave 5. It looks a little bit messy because I have a running flat drawn in here, but overall these are the subwaves within the larger ABC. But look at wave 2 here, A, B, C, and then you get that movement. And this is a more complicated version of it, but overall all it is here is an A, B, C, just like this, zig zag, A, B, C, and then you're going to get that fifth wave. Again, this fifth wave here is going to be as large as wave one, if not larger, okay? Which would put Bitcoin at $130,000, $140,000 in the year 2022 at some point in time, maybe late in 2022, and the end Bitcoin could top out early 23. We'll just have to wait and see. It could even happen sooner than that if it's just very explosive and goes parabolic, and that could happen. But we'll wait and see. But at any rate, those are minimums to me. Minimums of 130, 144 Bitcoin as long as this pattern plays out. Now, how do we know? Let's go to the total. Let's go to the total crypto market cap, okay? What do we have here? Reset the chart. Let's go to the daily and see what we can actually see here. So the daily, the total market cap moving up here, roughly 7%. 7%, okay? So this is the daily, and so we have this green candle here. So the entire market today has moved up 7%, which is a pretty good movement for the total crypto market. This is all cryptos combined at 1.7 trillion, okay, dollars. All cryptos combined into one chart here, okay? So a nice 7% movement. Very, very nice to see. So not necessarily that altcoins are dumping into Bitcoin. We have the total market moving up there. So overall, guys, that's what I'm seeing for Bitcoin. Let's go back here. I also pointed out the fact that this, let's zoom in on this RSI here. I was also pointing out in my last Bitcoin video that this here was one of the most bullish things in all the Bitcoin chart, this movement up. It started to have a little cutback there, which we saw, which sometimes it can cut back and then get going. But look at that's a sharp movement. Sharp movement pointed back up on the weekly. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Bitcoin at $40,900. Okay, let's get back out of here. We need to zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Let's go to a cleaner chart, and then I'll wrap this video up here. This chart's not going to have any drawings. Move drawings. Reset the chart. Let's go to the weekly. So on the weekly, we want to avoid the 20 coming over the 55, the exponential moving average. It's the same as the ribbon. If I hit the ribbon, that's where the 20 and the 55 come from, is the EMA ribbon here, okay? So we want to avoid this ribbon constricting any more and getting any skinnier, and we don't want the 20 coming over, the green line coming over the red and crossing over. We want it to bounce off of it. But let me point this out. Low, higher low, high, higher high. That is not a bear market. That is not a bear market. That's not the definition of a bear market this whole time, and that's what I've been saying this whole time. Corrective phase of a bull market. Corrective phase of a bull market for wave 5 coming up to this and an uptrend. You were coming up. Low, low, higher low, high, higher high. Finding some support right now. Even locally, we have this little low with a little bit of a higher low right now. You came up and you came down. You're trying to find support and get moving on. Okay, so the low, the higher low, the high, and the higher high. This is not a bear market. That's not the definition of a bear market, and it is premature and inaccurate calling by a lot of people, like I've been saying this whole time. You'd actually have to start to lose these lows substantially and start to roll towards 20,000 or so Bitcoin. Okay, so hasn't happened when Bitcoin's over 40,000 right now. Okay, so 44,000, 45,500 in that area. That's an area of some resistance to watch for, and let's just wait and see what happens next. Could Bitcoin come back down a little bit once more? Yes, it always can. If we go back to, let's go to my other drawing here. So we had these counts that I've been trying to figure out for a while. Pretty hard to figure out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was that the fifth movement here? I didn't like that this was under the fifth line. But was that fifth movement late February, like I said at the start of February, that I was saying a month ahead of time, that there could definitely be some movement up and then one more movement down where people are saying, oh no, it's the bear market, and that's kind of exactly what happened. But we'll see if that's actually the bounce and we can get wave 5 started here, because this wave 4 down is running out of time to complete this pattern. Wave 4 does not need to be way longer than wave 2. Also, when wave 2 is this deep from Corona and and wave 2 goes that deep, that far down, wave 4 can be more shallow because 2 was so deep. And that's exactly what we're possibly seeing, is that the running flat isn't very deep. It's kind of sideways ABC when this ABC is a zigzag way down. This was deep, so this can be shallow. Also, 4 doesn't need to be way longer than 2. So really, this 4 pattern to complete, this 4 is running out of time to start 5, which is good news for us. Okay, so we'll just keep watching that. And that's it for this video, guys. Bullish overall. That's Bitcoin, and that's what I've been saying. I really haven't changed my tune in months, so it's been hard to figure out these patterns, but it is what it is, and we're still watching and we're still waiting for that massive run from the crypto market. So that's all for this video, and remain patient. Don't FOMO in. We could have another drawback into March a little bit, but then that fifth wave is going to be starting sooner than later. And March might be looking decent. We'll wait and see here. So give it time. Patience, patience, patience. Know what you hold, and we'll see you in the next video. See ya.